So, if you follow Jacob on Instagram, you might have seen this video right here where he plays 2 against 3 against 4 against 5 against 6 polyrhythm, this one. So, after watching the video, you might be wondering how an inhuman task like that is possible, and it may have even brought you to the conclusion that Jacob is in fact not human, and he's a music-making robot designed by the likes of NASA or someone like that in order to basically play complicated polyrhythms and harmonies in real time. But basically, to disprove that, I just wanted to basically talk through how to actually play it. Being a drummer myself, I can sort of break it down a little bit and sort of get into how it works so that mortals like you and I can understand it and basically use it as some sort of coordination exercise. So to basically break down the sections on my fingers, so now you can see my abnormally large hand. Basically, I like to think of this as 4 different sections. Basically, with the thumb being the anchor throughout this. It's just the easiest for basically understanding that in a musical way. It's easiest to think of it as you know, like a 6/8 kind of thing. So you've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 going the whole time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? So basically, what I like to do with this is to just build off that, right? And so you can start off. You can think of the first and second of the 4 sections are just tapping at the same time as the 6. There's nothing in between the thumb hits, right? They're all together like that, you know, playing 2, 2, 1, 2, that kind of thing. So basically, to break down these 2 fingers really quickly, you can split 6 up into different ways, can't you? Because you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, a kind of waltz thing. And that's on the pinky. You can see they're playing both together there. 1, and then thumb, thumb, both thumb, thumb, both thumb, thumb, both thumb, thumb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But you can also split it up like this. The same 6. You can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there you're accenting the odd numbers, aren't you? Because you're accenting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's on this finger, whatever that's called. Is that the ring finger? I'm not completely sure. But, so there you're going both thumb, both thumb, both thumb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if you remember the other one, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so if you got this as the anchor, then you can play these both, you know, and you can play these both, and you can play this, and you can swap between them. You can go like this, right? And if you're comfortable with doing that, then it's about putting them together. So to basically, I'm explaining this like if someone hadn't really done any drumming before, just so that everyone can understand, right? Because I'm not sure who the level of the person watching this is, if anyone is watching it. So basically, with the counting, you'll think, well, all of them are playing on the 1, aren't they? Because if you remember 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But on the pinky one, it's playing on 1 and 4, and on this one, it's playing on 1, 3, and 5, and this one, it's playing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know. So if you put those together, you think you got 1, 2, because it's an even number, and then this one is on the 3, so you play both 3, but then right after that, if you remember, from the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, this one is playing on the 4 along with the thumb. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, right after, you know, 5, 6, right? And if you just get comfortable with that, right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you're doing a little do do do, right? Well, while this is going. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There you've already got a polyrhythm. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. You know? So once you've got that down, then you've only got 2 fingers left already, don't you? Before you're at this inhuman level of music making, apparently. So you can see how when you just break it down and you count, it gets a lot easier. But I've saved the best 2 for last. Because basically from there, you've got a 4, and a 4 is slightly different. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. And see, this is a bit trickier if you're not a drummer, okay? Because us drummers, you know, we'll be able to just go like that. But non-drummers, they'll be thinking, what did you just do there? So it's basically, you think about it in the same way you had the d over here, didn't you? So you got d, they're both playing on the 1, 1, 2, do, do. A do, do, do is probably the best explanation. You got 1, da, 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 da. But, and there's a pause after that last thumb. You know, you got 1, d, 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 pause, d, 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 pause. And there, you're already playing one of the most difficult bits if you can do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. The counting's a different story, but I'll get into that at the end if you stick around. So once you're comfortable with that, then you have to just remember about these 2. Because you remember, they're all playing on the 1. But then what did these ones do? They went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's really closely linked with the thumb, isn't it? Because there's none playing off the beat like this. They're playing on the beat. So you can basically just use these as an extension of the thumb while you do the... Right? So if you slow that right down and just do it with counting, you'd have 1, d, d, 3, 1, 2, and 3, and then you got this right after, and this is on the beat, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, I had to think about that for a second. It's difficult playing it slow. But once you play it slow, you know, you just speed it up, 2-set violin style. So bum, ba ba bum, bum, ba ba bum, bum, ba ba bum, pause, bum, ba ba bum, pause, bum, ba ba bum, bum, ba ba bum, bum, ba ba bum, bum. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you can see that lines up with that, because the 1 and the 4 lines up with this. So then you put those together, right? And you count out really slowly, and you think, you don't worry about the timing, right? You literally just worry about which ones are playing together at which time, and you go 1, 2, and 3, both of these, 4, 5, and 6. You can see this is the and, right? And then you got this in the middle. This is kind of the glue, and this is the anchor, right? The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know if this is making any sense, but 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6. So get used to being able to play 2 fingers at once and 1 finger, and once you do that, then it's just about having the combinations of fingers which play. You know, this one is playing on all of them except for that and on the 4, and it's just about playing them in the combinations when they land on your counting. So 1, 2 and 3, 4, that's 3 together, 5 and 6, 1, 2 and 3, 4, 5 and 6, 1, 2 and 3, 4, 5 and 6, 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. Or if I wanted to count it in a more followable way, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you could go 1, 2, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, 1, 2, 5, 1, 3, 5, or 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2 and 3, 4, 5 and 6, 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 5 and 6, right? And you're 1 finger away from from playing an advanced polyrhythm that I've not seen anyone else be able to do. So well done for that if you followed this far. So now you just need to get it from this to this. He really threw the 5 in there last minute. So first of all, right, with this, we need to work out what a 5 polyrhythm even is. So with that, basically, the easy way to explain it is it's quite difficult with without some paper. 1 second. So I found some unused paper, because this is about the only use for music paper. I'd say it's going a bit obsolete in the 20 whatever century that we're in, but basically I've drawn out 5 beats here. I'm trying to open that pen with my toes. I've got 5 beats here, and what I've done here with the X's is that's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is this finger, or this if I was doing it the same as that video before. You can see I've got an opposite reversed hand right now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But you can split that into 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and right? And you don't need to really feel that, but you need to know that you can think of that as 4/4 and just add another beat, you know. I find it easier to not even think about the 5, to just think about because that's a bit easier, right? You can vibe to that. So, right, 5. Let's get back onto focus. We're on this last finger, right? We're almost there. So, what we want to do here is we want to map out 4 beats perfectly inside this 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, where do those beats lie? It's easiest just to tell you, right? You could work it out, but I'm just going to give you the cheat sheet. So, you got 1 here, and then you've got 1 on this beat here. So right there,
I'm going to have another beat. So you can see it's there. You can probably tell by this that I've got terrible handwriting, even though I'm not writing any actual letters. My camera's gone out of focus. There we go. The third one is on this. It's on this this third of 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here we're going to put a line, and the fourth one is right before this last hit. So right here. And you can see we got one here, did it, and we've got one here, did it. So it's kind of did it, and this one's right in the middle, so it reflects, doesn't it? You got did it, did it. And so if I wanted to play this, I would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Hold on, my camera's out of focus. Camera's still out of focus, but it's more about seeing my fingers, which you can. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Did you follow that? I might write on 1, 2, 3, 4 just to make it easier. There you go. Now you can see that horrible handwriting coming out. That's what lockdown does. Being on your phone all the time, not having to actually use pens. You don't want to know how long it took me to find this. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I played it wrong before I did it on the 3. But, so if I do that, and you ignore what I just counted beforehand, because I did another 3 instead of the 4, then it will sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So did ba 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 ba. Right? So I just sped it up there, but literally just try it out really slowly. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you just did that, then you can literally play all of the combos in the 5, right? And that's what you do with drumming, by the way. Quick hack. If you ever want to learn real difficult coordination stuff on actual drum kit, or even just this random finger thing, just don't be afraid to play it like literally like so slowly that it's almost funny, because that's how you get the combinations. That's how you get knowing which ones are playing together and which ones are playing apart. And once you know that and the spacings, then that's all there is to it. And then you can speed up. Right? So, here, if you follow that, you might need to replay this video a few times, and you got dit. Now you can play this pretty easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Okay, so now we're on the very last stage. And this, I'd say, is the most tricky bit, because we got to put what we just learned before, if you remember back here, now from the opposite angle. Right? It's literally just a reversed version of what I was showing you like this. Well, like this technically, because I was doing it on my left hand. I was going something like that. Anyway, now what you want to do is you want to add in this 5. So how does that work? Well, you got dit. See, it's that same one. It's that same finger, isn't it? Well, I'm not gonna show it like that, but if you imagine, I'm just holding this one up, right? That is the 4. That's the 4 that you need. So now you can play that, right? You can play that with that. And now all of a sudden this 6 isn't the anchor, this 4 is the anchor. You're thinking, how do I connect this with this? And the common denominator, I guess, is this one right here. You know? That one. So, they're basically, what I'd say is the easiest way, right? And I'm not talking about the most musical, the most mathematically right, but the easiest way to learn this, right? To just really quickly is think of it like that. Think of it as because after playing this long enough, you'll internalize it, right? And from there, when you're going, you can even play that one, and then you're just 4 beats away from it. So what I would suggest there is just listen to Jacob playing it, or listen to me playing it, and fit those beats in where they sound like they are. And I'll show you what I mean by that. If I slow it right down, you can see that changes from where you've got and then you've got this one, and then this one, and then this one, and then this one, and then, you know, like both of them, right? You just think about what combination and what sort of staircase are they making, and which ones are playing at once, and you'll realize that the 5 doesn't play with the other ones. It's sort of a loner for the most part. So you go like this. You go 1 where they are all playing together, and then it's do do do, nice and easy, right? And then these both, boom, boom. These 3, boom. This one, boom. These 2, boom. And then this one, then this one, and this one. And I think that's right. I'm going to do it with without all the booms, so I know I've got it correct. Yeah, I did get it right. It's really hard to play it slowly, actually. But right. So you've got that. I'm saying it's hard to play it slowly. Like if you know it fast, you know, and then you're trying to slow it down. It's easier to learn it slow. Don't get me wrong. So, right. This video is getting long, but we're almost there. We're almost there. Remember, we're 4 beats away. 4 beats away. We're already at and we just need to get that to. So that's just that 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. We need. So, with that, like I just said, you've just internalized this from the first part of the video. You've internalized this from this part of the video, and now you have those both in mind, and I just want you to do this combination. So think, you got thumb, first finger, this one, don't worry about the timing, both of these come down together, this one on its own, 3 of them together, these 3, boom, this one on its own again, bit of a loner, these 2, and then this one, this one, this one, and there you go. You can pause that and you can try it, and then once you've played that really slowly, then you've got it, and it's just a matter of speeding it up and getting it in time, right? Because, you know, not all of these are you know, there's little all of that kind of thing. So what I'd say with that is just speed it up a bit, right? If you're talking the easiest way to get this down, right? already like 15 minutes into the video or whatever. So, d d d d d d d d d d d d. Then you think, well, how do I get that sounding like? And I'd say what I'd suggest there, if you've had to follow along with every step and you're a little bit unsure, then what I would do is just keep speeding up what I just showed you. Do, or from a different angle. Right? Then keep on getting that faster and faster. And eventually you'll get that pretty fast. And then it's just about, well, how can I make this sound a little bit more like what Leon was playing or what Jacob was playing? And that's just about going, well, it didn't sound like that, it sounded like this. So you're noticing it goes d, and then you got do, like that, equal. But this one, not quite equal, right? If you hear this slight difference. And then you got d, but then it's not d, it's d. Oh, I'm wrong. It's d when you go back to here. D. Right? So those two are quite close together. So boom, 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 and then these two are quite close together. Do. These two are quite close together. Okay? And then you just you play along and you keep listening and you keep thinking, well, how can I tune the where I'm hitting these notes, so it sounds more like the actual one. Because if you think there's a difference between and. All right, so now you can do that, and you can listen to what's going on with what I'm playing or what Jacob's playing. If you want the original one on Instagram, you just keep on optimizing it a little bit and keep on thinking, oh, well, that note isn't that it's more like did it, or it's more like did and you think, well, where, or is it, and so you keep doing that, and then eventually, you get it down. That's quite tricky to do it with your fingers on the table. But right after that, you can get into all sorts of crazy stuff. You can if you want to push it a step further, you're already playing it like this fast. Then you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Or 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Had a mind blank for a second there. 1, 2, 1, 2. You can count them, or you can even, if you want to take it a step further, you can do it on both hands. You could do it on both hands in a tunnel. Like with a bit of echo. Or you could even do both hands in a large tunnel. Or you could even count 12 on top of it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You know? And from there, it's just about showing off. But basically, for the general coordination exercise, it's just that. And then after that, it's just about having fun with it. You could even play it fast enough on your fingers that it makes a major chord, but that's a different story. And yeah, thanks for listening.